Hey everyone, welcome back to my corner. I'm of course Tala, and we are continuing our factory that we are going to be building here in Satisfactory. We just finished like the first, so we can get the milestones going and stuff like that. So basically, we are good to go. We are ready to start making a factory proper. What we need first though is power. We need a lot of power, and I set the first milestone, as I said in the last episode, as obstacle clearing because I want the solid biofuel that is in that upgrade. So basically we need 500 screws, we need 100 cables and 100 of concrete. That's going to take us a little bit of time, and as far as I know, we're also out of power. Yes, there is no fuel in here at all, so we need to gather a lot of stuff. At the same time, we should probably just set up like the first stage of making our biofuel as well. So, but I'm going to add 2 constructors. One for wood and one for leaves to make biofuel. That's going to be important when we want to mass produce our biofuel. Let's see, we are going to need a lot of iron plates and some more screws to make sure we can make the reinforced iron plates we need. So let me just gather some materials here. We don't have that. Maybe we have enough lying around? Yeah, we should have enough lying around to be able to make that. There we go. Now we can make those 2. They will obviously require power, but that's fine. Let's see. I want to have a little bit of more space. So I'm going to put it like here, one there, and the other one like right next to it. With these machines, we will be making biomass from leaves and biomass from wood. Simple as that. There and up there. Can we connect you to there? Yes, we have enough. Cool. Now, just grab what we need to start up both the production and the power we have on the base so far. And that should probably be enough. Let's see. We have wood, so we can just dump that in there and dump the leaves in there. Just split that in half. And there we go. We do have a max consumption of 5 more than we have of production, but it should be fine for now. All I need now is to make sure that we get this, and we get a lot of biomass from these machines. I'm just gonna swap that out right away. Split that stack. Dump that in there. You see the difference in burning here? It's like 8 a minute. Dump that in. 6.6 a minute. So it's a lot better fuel to be using, and the solid biomass is even better. So use that when you can, as long as you have to stick with the biomass for fuel. Cool. That is sorted for now. There we go. Let's just build this one like right here. Grab a connection to that. And grab some biomass. And dump that in there. And that's another spike. So, you see the 2 ones we had gave 40 kilowatts total, and this one alone gave 30 megawatts, and this one alone gave 30 megawatts of power. So we nearly doubled our capacity by building that one. That is good. We have some room in our production right now. Let's see, this one is, we have more than enough of those. I'm gonna be needing a bunch of screws. I need to set that up as well. So let us grab, I think it's time to build the second one here. Just grab all of that. And can we make a miner now? We need more plates and some... Was it concrete? Or was it rods? I didn't see. Concrete. So, plates and concrete. Should be fine. Wires. That also means we need another smelters, we need more wires. 8 of them in total. Just put that there, store it in here, because I don't really... well, I need some, so let's keep that amount. 30 is enough to keep in my inventory. Just give me... I don't have splitters yet, so I can't really make them like properly, because then I would like use the ore from both of them into a range of smelters and use that into like all the machines. But since I don't have that yet, then no. See. Okay, so now we are getting iron rods without any issues. That'll be good. That machine is on. We are going to be needing screws. I might as well right now just expand the entire thing to make screws out of all of them. Remember to set this one. There we go. And actually hooking it up. Let's see. Do we have... We are missing rods and wires. Obviously. Cool. Now, I was thinking just doing that. So we just make infinite screws for now. It'll stop at like 500. So that'll be fine. And now it's basically just starting to expand everything. From everything we want and need is just keep expanding and building out. We're gonna make a huge factory here. All we need is a portable miner. Cool. Let's go and grab so we can get more stable supply of that as well. Let's just grab this. Then let's see. Perfect angle here. This miner right here. Like so. We missed the iron rods, but they are on their way. And that also needs iron rods. Yes. And hook it up like so. Alright, now we have stone coming in automatically to the concrete maker. Awesome. Things are taking shape and we are getting what will actually become a proper factory. Let's just start clearing out all the stuff we need there. In the meantime, I will just snap my fingers and you will catch up with me when I have enough materials. And there we are. Let's see. the final piece, and we've got this one done. Awesome.
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood. Additionally, R&D inflated your pocket dimension.
Basically, what that means is we are now able to make chainsaw, which is awesome. I am going to need a chainsaw, so let's add that one to the to-do list because we need some stuff to make this. Screws, iron rods, and reinforced plates. 5 reinforced plates, iron rods. So let's see, we're gonna need a bit of everything. Let's see. And we go over here and we get some rods and we get some screws. We need a lot of screws, 160 screws. Are they making the chain out of screws? It would certainly seem so. While that is making, let us just make the iron plates, no, the reinforced iron plates we need 5 of them, which will eat into our screw store here. There we go. Now we only need 160 screws. That's probably not going to take too long. I should look into increasing the output of this here, but we're lacking the space here. I also set the next milestone to be logistics, so we can get conveyors and stuff a little bit better. Awesome. But I'm thinking logistics first because then we can get things a little bit more organized, like having all the iron going into a number of refineries, so smelters, so both of them would feed into a range of smelters. But since it's pure, we basically get one full level 2 belt from each of the miners here. So we do need 4 smelters to deal with each one of the miners. So that is cool. So basically we need 8 smelters right away, and we need space to build that, and we could build out into like here, secure the platform on a height here and just build it out. We could do that. Just ignore that there's nature below us. We'll see what we do. I'm going to need those screws because I need a chainsaw. 104, we're getting close. We also need 1 more constructor. Come to think of it, because I need to take the output of both of these machines, because they output that kind of biomass, input that into another machine so that we can make a solid biofuel. That should be a priority, as well as the chainsaw. So since I have enough materials, I'll rather wait for the chainsaw. So because this is going to be spaghetti anyway for a while, let's just do this and start feeding the first. Let's see, I'll put a merger right hereabouts and then over to there. So, and that'll make us solid biofuel, which is amazing. Let's see, I'm gonna put this there. There's no room in that one, so let's put that around here and hook that into there. That's gonna make a solid biofuel. and we can output that into a storage container about there. Once that's done, we'll swap out all the biofuel that is in the power plants here with the solid biofuel, since that actually does give a lot more energy. This one uses 10, that one uses 4. That's cool, that'll be fine. For now, I'll just switch and just move this over by hand. There we go. This one actually needs 120 per minute, but we don't have the belts for that yet, so that's not gonna happen. We're gonna need iron rods, we're gonna need screws. Let's see, confused. There we go. And 2 more plates. And we can build ourselves a chainsaw. Awesome. Now, that is awesome because the chainsaw see about so. Just gonna swap out the contents here for that and here for that. And get it to just refine that. While that is working, I'm gonna just remove some nature. Now, while I was removing some of the nature, I found this. Apparent crash site. So let's just clear the area and see what we found. Alright, that's better. So there's a lot of stuff here. I also found this, which I'm going to grab.
This mineral shows purity levels akin to synthetic quartz manufactured on Earth and can be used to improve communication and exploration technologies. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
This pod needs a modular frame to open. I don't have that, so no opening that just yet. But I did find a plate and some wires. And a circuit board. Anything else in the water? No, doesn't seem to be. Cool. Let's just grab the rest of the stash around here. And we can head back. See, I might have cleared a little bit of nature away here. So let's just head home. Let's see, dump all of that in there. And go to the other side. And dump all the wood into there. And out of this, grab this, probably this one, since I didn't actually fill that one up. So we'll like dump 20 in there, and we've got power again. We are only 2 megawatts away from max now again, so we'll need more power plants. But we can just build one more of these, and that should be good for a while. We don't need it just yet, but it's good to be prepared. Let's build it like in there. Grab that down here. Just dump that in there. Now we have a little bit more to go on. So let's see, what do we need for logistics? We need iron rods. We need some plates. And we need some wire. Shouldn't be that far away from actually managing to get that one right away. I think we had plenty of wire though. Let's just put one of those back there. What we need is a bunch more of the iron rods. And I can see that we are going to need to increase our production stuff. So there's no way around that. Which is the goal of this milestone we're going into now. Let's put that back there. All good. Now we just need the steel rods. Or iron rods, that is, not steel rods. So I'll leave that running, and I'll get back to you when I have the needed iron rods. And there we are. Now we have enough to dump that in there and launch. Satisfying big button.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
That is awesome. Now, that means we can start building out our factory as a factory to actually have multiple branches of single things in production and everything. That is awesome. And the first one I'm going to be doing this on is actually to ensure we deliver more of this. So I'm going to be putting a merger right at the end here, and it's going to have to come out at this side. We don't have the Mark II belt yet, but that's okay. I'm gonna merge those so we automatically just use all the stuff we make and merge them into there. I will need a much higher speed belt because the wood thing makes about 300 per minute, and we don't even have a belt that is half that. We only have a quarter of... No way. Yeah, a little bit above a quarter. These belts take 60. So, yeah. Quarter? Quarter is 75. So, but yeah. About a quarter. And that also means we can start seeing that where we have machines that are bottleneck. For instance, this is a bottleneck here. We get so much from this smelter, which is giving out 30 ingots per minute at max, and this one needing 15. If we double this, then that would be an excellent way of just increasing our general production there. I'll be needing to move this. And then we can just put this one right next to it. I need to figure out what was connected to that pole. Put that in there. And this machine, I'll just pull that one out from there, I guess. Like so. Now, this can also make rods. We'll need to, let's see, put some more stuff on the thingy down here. So we're gonna just put this one in number 5. We're gonna have a merger right here. Pull that out from there in there. And the same on the opposite side. We are going to use a splitter about here. It's not gonna be pretty at the moment, but it'll work. That, however, is going to bother me, so let's do that one over. And good. We are now making 30 iron rods per minute, and this one only needs 10, so we're getting a severe surplus of that, but it's going to be needed to be expanded later on anyway, because we do need a bunch of iron rods now. So just gonna grab that. We have enough. We're gonna need some plates, and while I'm here, we're gonna need this as well, and we have the next level already, which is base building. Now things are going to get interesting.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
Absolutely, this is going to be amazing. This is where we'll start building a proper factory. I'm gonna need a bunch of iron plates and a bunch of concrete. I don't know why that word is eluding me today. I'm gonna need a bunch of iron, I'm gonna need a bunch of concrete, and we're gonna make a large foundation to start building on. So the first thing I'm gonna be doing is making a foundation for our iron refinery, or it's not a refinery, it's a smelter, the iron smeltery. I'm going to be doing that, and I think I'm just going to be building it out on a platform that is suspended in the air. It's a little, that's a little bit of a jank, but I am going to accept it because yeah, it's all right. So I think I want it from here, which is basically I'm going to be using foundations. Let's just get that. I'm going to put that on 6. And let's see, what would be a good height to do that on? That seems to be the height the game wants, and the world grid, basically. I'm holding down control to get the world grid. That should be fine. I should probably just switch this off for now to let the belts empty. But let's see, zooping time, and I'm going to do all the way out there. I'm also going to build one next to it, all the way out there, and another one. I'm lacking the concrete. Whenever I can, I will try to like attach it to the terrain. So while I'm building, this looks a bit weird, but I'm going to try to do like so. to make sure it's actually attached to the terrain that I'm in here. So that's gonna be awesome. I'm missing, there we go. We're gonna need a lot more concrete and iron for this. But as you see, that'll give us this excellent platform here where I can have all the smelters in a row going out and bringing the iron back in. That is the first stage of getting that to where I want it. This needs to be emptied out, obviously, and I also need so much more of everything. And we just lost power. That's fine. I have a lot of biomass made up, so I'm just gonna grab all of that and see where it failed. This is probably, so 100 in there and 100 in there, and these still have, so they get 88 per. Okay, cool. Keep it running. Keep the factory running. So while all of that is going on, this is emptying, I will just wait until I have the materials. I will make a platform and I'll bring you back when all of that is ready. Alright, I've built a bit of a platform, removed as much as I can of the death trappiness of it. There's still some places you can fall to your death, but it's getting better. I've also built higher ones here to kind of anchor it. I know it doesn't need it, but it needs it. And I'm going to be building some of these smelters now. So I want them to be like so, about there. And I'm gonna build a couple of them if I can. Let's see, just how many does it take to fill a belt? So 30, so this is basically a belt already. So I'm just gonna stick with that since I don't have the better belts just yet. There we go, splitter in there, into there. And I flip this one around so it's cool. I'm going to have a merger about here because I'm going to be bringing in more iron from other places, but for now it's just this one. This is death trap in itself, but that's fine. And we are going to have the splitter here as well. Let's see, in that way and into there. Let's need to hook up the power for this. So let's see, about there. Missing cable, I'm just gonna grab that. Hooked up the power, and these are set as iron. And let's just let's see, I know we don't actually need to buffer the iron, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to be buffering it. What would be a good place? Not really at all would probably be a good place, but I'm gonna put it there. And then we're gonna need a bunch of mergers. So, there, and there. I'm also collecting supplies for the Logistics Mark II so we can speed up some of these belts. But until that is okay, then yes, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm tempted to leave that one for now because of the fact that I don't have a way to actually fill more than 2 of these because of the belt size. So for now, that'll have to do. I'm gonna do a little bit of a conveyor lift. So let's see. I'm gonna put that on 4. I'm gonna put the poles on 5. I'm gonna put the splitter on 6. I'm going to use a lot of foundation, so put that on 7. Now, the lift will go on there. And for now, it'll just go this direction. Since I don't have like a proper way to place it, it's gonna be a little bit of a spaghetti placement. Like so. I'm gonna bring that over to, let's see, I'm missing concrete. Okay. That is solvable because that is right here. So let's see, can we actually clear this through here? Something like that. And it's very red and I'm missing plates. Can we just move it on the top, perhaps? I mean, it's just a power plant. Belt too steep. That works. Too steep. Then we'll just use this to bring it back down. Why don't you want that? Oh, it's the wrong machine. No. I'm trying to feed the wrong machine. Let's see. So, I'm gonna want you to be there. I want a splitter. This is absolutely hideous. Too steep. And I guess this one is too steep as well. Is that too close? Yeah, that probably won't work. Yeah, no. But that works. Oh, this is ugly. Anyway, it's all good, right? I'm gonna pick those up for the logistics Mark II. Dump that in there, dump that in there. All I need is about 100 of concrete, and then we can get the next level of belts and such. Mark II belts, here we come.
Milestone reached. Improved versions of conveyor belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
So now we have a lot better equipment we can use as well. We need a bunch of Mark II belts, and that'll help us with the delivery of all the raw materials and everything. So just improving those is a huge step forward. Now we can actually benefit from using the entirety of the output from one of the iron nodes, which is going to be really, really good. Because so far, this is only delivering half of what it can, because this belt isn't quick enough to deliver the 120 that it can produce. The new belt is 120 belts, So we are going to exchange that belt. And we're going to exchange that belt. And we are going to exchange that belt. Now, these are 30 per minute, so the Mark 1 belt is good enough for those. But now, what I can do is I can add 2 more to bring the total up to 120. And so, I should really, absolutely really do another row. I'm gonna need some concrete, a row of foundation where I'm currently working, because I am going to fall to my death, definitely. There's no, it's not a if, it's a when. So let's just go ahead and do that. Because that way, now I can actually work here. Gonna do a splitter, obviously. Let's see, there. And there. We're going to have the Mark II belts going here. And we're gonna use the Mark I belts, because they're cheaper, and I don't need anything faster. We are also going to need the mergers. Let's see, find the lines. There we go. That direction. Over there. Mark 1 belts out from the machines. But the Mark II belts going from the machines and into the storage. That should be good. Now, all I need to do is hook the power up to these also, but the also, yes. There we go. Gonna need a power pole here, there, and connect you there. You iron ingots. You iron ingots. And here we go. Now we have doubled, and we are using all of what comes from that one node. Now, this one has emptied. I just want to flip it around to point it a little bit more in the direction of where I want the refinery, no, the smelters to be. So that's going there. I might as well just hook it up to power again, to wherever I had it. I am not sure where that is, but that one works. It's going to fill up, and it's just going to be standing there because I have no use for it just yet. Because we're going to need even one better belt to be able to use it. These are still having some iron to refine. That'll be that. Keep grabbing that. That one's back. We'll need to select the next milestone. We have the most important ones out of the way. Field research is important, and it also gives us better space in our inventory and stuff like that. Also, one more hand slot, not that important. I would rather be able to automate even more complex things, so the assembler and the copper sheets, which we will be needing when we get to coal power and stuff. Also the modular frame to open the thing we found. So I'm thinking this is the next one. Let's grab the stuff we need for that, which is more of these. We can just drop those back in. Oh wait, we're gonna need some of them anyway, so let's do like so. We're going to be needing some plates, which we have a lot of. We're going to need some screws. There's not 500 in there yet, but I had enough. That's cool. And also a lot of plates. And also, I forgot to pick up the iron rods. There we go. Dump in what we have to get to the next milestone. nearly there already, and we haven't even started building the space elevator. We'll get to that in a moment. I mean, it's only our mission to build it, so we've got time. But that seems to be a good spot, though, because we are just waiting for the next thing here to do the part assembly. We have started expanding the factory. We're getting closer to our next goal, so that is cool. I'm gonna leave it at that. So thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for checking this one out, and I will see you in the next one. All right, bye.